Happy New Year's, everyone. We're live doing another tarot show for New Year's Day. Again, Happy New Year's. Hope everyone is having a great New Year's Day. And we'll get started here with Rebecca. Had a question we didn't get to yesterday. Rebecca wanted to know a general 2020 reading. So let's go through with that. So you have someone that has sort of a crush on you, or is a bit infatuated with you, or really likes you, and they haven't really said anything. They're going to be approaching Monica. Hey, how's it going? They're going to be approaching you during the beginning of the year, and they really want to sort of, sure, Monica. See him, hello. Guru, hello. So we're doing Rebecca's reading from yesterday. So we have someone that has a crush on Rebecca, hasn't really said anything yet, going to come forward and sort of reveal a bit or talk to you a bit. It'd be pretty obvious pretty quick that they have some feelings for you and whatnot. So, hey, Happy New Year, Shelly. So if you're interested in this particular person, somebody you already know, then you could sort of go forth with this person or treat it however you need. Cassie, hello, how's it going? Yes, please post your reading questions in the chat and we'll pick one at random. Shelly, hello. Casey, hello. Guru Girl, hello. Sure, no problem. Happy New Year's, everyone. Hope everyone has had a great New Year's Day. Zoe, love those cards. Yep, the Dark Mansion Tarot. General reading if possible. All right, let's get through. Barcode in a row. Good afternoon. Hello, how's it going? So this person has a crush on you, or they have an infatuation with you, or they just generally like you, and it's not known to you yet, but it will be soon, and beginning of the year, so sort of look for that, and sort of deal with that however you want. You could go forward with a relationship. It'd be more of a short-term relationship if you kind of want to go forward with that. Monica, hello. So it's up to you if you'd like to move forward or not, but that's going to be something that's revealed during that time. You also have a hobby that you've been interested in, and this hobby has sort of been on your mind as to, I want to start something, I want to do something with this hobby eventually, and this is going to be the time to do it. And I say that because you have a lot of majors here. We have the Hangman, the Tower, and the World, and I think that the year is going to be exciting for you. It's going to be full of a lot of different opportunities, both love opportunities, people that you know, people meeting people that you don't know. I think the hobby that you've been interested in will suddenly make you more money or start making you money. So, Amanda, hello. And the Unknown, Happy New Year. How's it going? So, it's up to you if you want to put forth effort in the hobby or if you want to go forward with that hobby. But that's going to start making you money. So, the hobby you've been sort of putting off for a while is going to be good in 2020. It's going to be a great place for you to start, a great place for you to make some extra money, and I think it'll just grow over time. You open sort of you grow an audience, and you'll have a lot of different people trying to interact with you in the hobby, or buying the items you produce from this hobby, or listening if it's music or whatnot. But the hobby that you're interested in, the Queen of Wands, has moved forward with that and get started on that. And hey, Casey, how are you thinking? Thinking much. Cassie Mize. Cassie wants to know a question. Let me finish thinking of home-based business. All right, let's see. Cassie, home business. Thank you so much, by the way, for the donation. We'll get to your question right after this one for Rebecca. So the hobby is going to be something you want to go forward with, and it's going to be exciting. It's going to be new. Basically, you have a lot of majors towards the end of the year, which means near the middle of the year to the end of the year is really going to be a lot of different changes for you. One is going to be a change with your workplace. A lot of changes happening in your workplace near the end of the year. Look for October, November, and sort of watch out for that. That's mainly going to be caused by one person. There's a particular person sort of at the place that you'll be working, or the place that you earn money, that is sort of not really a problem solver, but somebody who does a lot of changes and a lot of reorganizations. You have a big reorg coming near the end of the year. Big reorg, you're going to make out well on it. The World, as Anna, hey, how's it going? So the World at the end of this means the hobbies are going to work out. The changes at work are going to work out. It's going to be stressful at times. It's going to be weird, changing places and doing different things, but it's going to give you sort of this new outlook or new opportunities at work that you didn't have before, and a big shakeup towards the end of the year. But that is a general reading for 2020 for Rebecca. By the way, Rebecca, let me know if you have any questions whatsoever. Email me at the email address in the description, and I appreciate if you need have any more questions about that or want any more specifics, please email me and I will get you more specifics on that. I know it's kind of hectic starting the stream and getting your reading in, so if you have any more questions or you want some explanations, please email me. All right, Anna, hey, how's it going? Please, about money. How does you feel about me? Brandy, hey, Happy New Year. Brandy, how's it going? So Cassie wants to know, starting a business. Let's see Cassie's exact question. Thinking of starting a home-based business would be a good idea in 2020. Let's find out. So, home-based business. Those are always the best. Those are always the best. So convenient. Cassie, home-based business in 2020. Let's try it out and see how the home-based business in 2020 goes. For this, we could use the Anna K. Tarot. Everybody loves the Anna K. Tarot. One of my absolute favorite. And Anna K. is so nice, too. I've emailed her a few times. She always replies. She's always very cordial and nice. Just a wonderful lady. So, really cool. Anna K. Tarot, home-based business. So, what are you thinking about doing? Kuya, hey, how's it going? Happy New Year to you. Amanda, Happy New Year. Brandy, hey. Star J, hey, I don't think I've seen you before. Welcome. If you are not subscribed to the channel, please hit like and subscribe. We have 700 videos to choose from. We just started a Tarot de Marseille course as well. So if you always have been interested in reading these, going card by card, and we're going to read these and learn how to read those, and plenty of samples, and take each card on and sort of look at them and all that good stuff. All right, so the Knight with the Magician, that's interesting. So what is a Queen? Put someone with a Queen as well with a no journeys. Excuse me. Star J, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Star J wants to know, feel about me and money. Okay, we'll get to that after Cassie's home-based business. So Cassie want to know about a home-based business. Cassie, what type of business is this? Thinking of selling diamond painting accessories. Ooh, that sounds cool. Adrian, how's it going? Mary Jane, hello. Happy New Year. And Brandy, hey. Trinity Faye Tarot, hey, how's it going? Happy New Year to you as well. Thank you for joining. All right, we're covering Cassie's home-based business. She's decorating diamonds, or she's doing stuff with diamonds. Hello, Sandra. Happy New Year to you as well. So the Three of Swords. Not a great place to start out the home business. It looks like that what you have in mind or what you're thinking about is going to be changing over time. This is not something that's firm. In other words, what you're thinking about, what you have in your mind as far as how it goes is a good starting place, but it's not going to be the ending place, or it's not going to be the final place in your journey. So we have the traditional three, right? The three is not a great card. And as you sort of get into this, you're going to figure out how to go in different directions, and you're not going to be doing exactly what you think you'll be doing. You're going to refine it. Does that make sense? So Catherine Home, hey, how's it going? Thanks for the $2. So you're going to be refining what you do. What you're thinking about is not exactly what you're going to end up with, but it's a good start. So it's a good start. It's a good place to begin and move across and move along. And at the end, you're going to be somewhere different, but you're going to have more. You're going to have more opportunities for money with that. So the Knight of Swords, sort of roaming through that fiery place where your original idea did not work out quite as exactly as you thought it would. But the Magician, the influence of, I do have a mastery of these tools. I've learned from starting this, and I've sort of refined what I'm doing. And now I really know where I want to go, or what I want to concentrate on. And what I want to concentrate on may be a little different, but it's still a home-based business. It's just been refined from the original idea that I had. So yes, you're going to be able to do it, but again, it's going to change. It's going to morph over time. The High Priest, sort of the acceptance of the morph, or the learning process of that, as well as I think you're going to meet some people that are going to be able to assist you with this. Oddly, I know it's a home-based business. They're not literally going to come to your home and assist, but they're going to offer. They're going to say, hey, if you can help me with this, I will help you with this. And so you'll have this mutual trade going on, and the different people are going to be able to help you and assist you with stuff like that. So for example, I'm creating my own oracle, for example. So I was looking for making my own bags, and I really don't want to make my own bags. So I contacted Supportive Tarot with Lisa, because her friend makes the Peggy bags, and she's going to make, she's going to have Peggy bags available, and I'm going to recommend that they go there to get the bags. That way I don't have to do it. So it's this mutual reception, this mutual thing that you're going to work out with other people, and it's going to be well, and it's going to be good. Everything's going to work out. So let's see. I saw X Subliminals. Hey, how's it going? Dana, how's it going? Lakeisha, hey, how are you? And Cassie makes perfect sense. Koya, hey, Catherine, Happy New Year. Oh, thank you so much, Catherine. I really appreciate it. V, Love, and Crystals, hey, how's it going? It's good to see you. Brandy, hey. All right, so over time, it's going to morph. You're going to have some other people help you, some mutual relationships. Don't throw those away, or don't toss those aside. Those are going to be important. You're actually going to have people that are going to be able to really offer services or help you with this stuff as well. So there's a lot of research going to be involved with how to market this, or how to approach this as far as maybe technology or websites or something like that. Not only can these people help you, but you can help yourself in a lot of ways. And there are a lot of easy solutions to what you want to do. You're just going to have to research it. So don't go for the first solution you try. In other words, if you want to need a web page for this, or you need to get an Etsy shop, or whatever you need to do to get started, don't take the first solution. Go past that. Go a little bit past that. And for example, you may want to start an Etsy, and maybe there's another site as well that you want to get to at the same time, or maybe you want to try Kickstarter, maybe you want to try GoFundMe or what have you. But either way, you're going to have a bit of a forward move from the easy. So don't take the easy solutions once you start. Go forward after that and keep going, and I think you'll come up with better solutions, and you come up with more money, and it'll be a better percentage of your work that's going to be appreciated and do well. So Queen of Cups, beautiful card to end it out. The trips, see, the journey, the lone journey, the lonely, desolate kind of journey upside down means you get to stay at home. It's going to work out in the long run, but it may take some time, obviously, in each small business. But the Queen of Cups, you're going to be very happy with it and content that you get to stay home and have sort of a home-based business and with all that other stuff. Mary Jane, hey, how's it going? Thank you so much, Mary Jane, for the $4.99 2020 money. All right. So let's see. So all right, let's get to the other person that donated, Catherine Home. Thank you again. Star J. How does TJ feel about me? Let's find out. How does TJ feel about you? Star J. TJ feel about me and money. All right. It almost looks like TJ feels about me and my money, but we all get the idea. So Mary Jane, thank you again for the donation. We'll get to your question, let's see, after this one. All right, so how does TJ feel about me? For this one, we will use, what are we going to use? We'll use the Thoth derivative. The Thoth derivative, M.M. Moline, I believe it is, created this, and it's great. It is fantastic. Joseph, hey, how's it going? Welcome. Cole, welcome. How's it going? All right, Mary Jane has a question. Yep. Let's see. We'll get to Mary Jane right after the Star J's. How does TJ feel about me, and how's my money looking? All right. So let's go with that. Go with that. We'll do 3 more for money. The root of air, the beginning of air. TJ feel about me. TJ's not communicating very much. TJ's kind of closed a bit. So yeah, TJ's not exactly the root of air or the ace of swords. You're going to have some communication issues with TJ. TJ's not exactly the person that tells you their feelings, maybe that is going to be super communicative with you and all this other stuff. So the ace of swords sort of upside down means that sometimes TJ is just going to hesitate. It's not going to be exactly the smoothest transition into anything that you want to go to. Queen of Cups, There are feelings there. We have a good Queen of Cups. That's a great, we just saw the Queen of Cups. This particular Queen of Cups is sort of using the reflection of the emotions, the reflection of the pool. So when you look at TJ and when you find out what does TJ feel about me, make sure that you're not reflecting your own emotions. In other words, look at what TJ feels or look at what TJ is expecting from the interaction and from the relationship, rather than sort of a mirror of what you're feeling, or you think this way, or you want to feel this way, or it's an incentive to feel that way. And maybe TJ doesn't reciprocate on all those levels or exactly the way that you want. So think that TJ has his own set of expectations and set of things that they want within the context of all of this stuff. So make sure that you sort of respect that. And if TJ needs some space at some times, give TJ some space if TJ wants to come forward. But again, we have the Ace of Swords. Maybe the communication is not there. TJ has issues with the communication, and sometimes it's just back and forth. So you're going to have to do a little bit of translating when TJ says something or when TJ communicates with you to find out what the actual message is or what the actual communication says as well. So the Queen of Cups to the Princess of Cups. And then we have the Ace of Cups and Gain upside down. It looks like if you're really looking for TJ to be, as far, again, this is for entertainment purposes only. Never do anything based upon a relationship, based upon what a random dude on YouTube says. But basically, we're going from the Queen to the Princess. We're lowering down a step as far as emotion goes. It's like your emotion wanes over time, or your emotions are not as tense over time, and they get less intense and less intense during the period of time. So as we're moving forward through time, we go from the Queen to the Princess. The Princess still has the positive emotions. The Princess still has good emotions. It's just not as strong, and it's a bit sort of waning as far as the emotions go. Sometimes the emotions are great. Sometimes the emotions are lackluster. It goes from this reflective, strong, very, very confident queen into the princess, which is not exactly the most connection that we can have with emotions, not exactly the biggest emotional connection. And I say that because we go into indolence. It's almost like something happens to where the communication, the relationship, or something like that just takes a bit of a dive, and you're going to have to sort of recover that. Obviously, everything is recoverable, but you're going to take some work. Or if this is someone that you don't have a relationship with, it's almost like you get bored of them and you sort of move on. So a lot of different things going on as far as that. But if this is a relationship that you're in, maybe you sort of get bored with it. Maybe it's a bit upsetting at times. If this is a relationship that you're hoping TJ wants to connect with you, or TJ wants to be in your life and all that, so then that's going to be not as hopeful or not as strong. It's going to take more work. It's not going to be an easy solution. It's not going to be something where TJ just goes, "Oh, I love you, Star J, come over here." So again, emotions wane over time. We have indolence, not exactly the best sign as far as that interaction goes. You're going to have to work at it a bit more. It's going to be a bit of a challenge at times. This is not going to be just a super easy thing for you. And then Gain at the very end, the Nine of Discs. It's almost like the happy Nine of Discs, that happy family, Nine of Pentacles. You have everything. We have everything. Everything's solid. Everything's rooted. Is just upside down. So it seems that maybe it's not rooted that strongly. And again, everything is recoverable. You're just going to have to work at it. It's not going to be an easy street towards the end, or as you sort of move along in time, it sort of gets to be a bit of a challenge. So if you're up for the challenge, then sure, dive at it. But if you're not up for the challenge, you're going to have to work at it. And maybe that's a cause of the waning and all this other stuff. Adrian, hey, how's it going? Thank you so much for the $5. And Roxy, thank you so much for the $4.99. I greatly appreciate it. All right, so that is the reading about TJ for Star J. 2 J's. All right, let's see. Adrian 2020, money and general. And let's see, Roxy wants to know 2020. Happy New Year to you as well, Roxy. I greatly appreciate it. And Adrian, I appreciate it as well. So after, let's see, we have Mary Jane. What does 2020 look like for me financially? All right, let's go with that. So let's see, Mary Jane. He's worn me out. Yeah, I mean, it does look like a bit of a challenge. Let's see, Mary Jane wants to know 2020 financially. All right. So let's do Mary Jane 2020 financially. No better financial deck than, of course, the Alice in Wonderland, Barbara Moore, my absolute favorite. Barbara Moore, I don't think Barbara Moore can just make a bad tarot. Barbara Moore hires the best artists. She writes the best books, and it's just intuitive, and it's easy to read with, and whatever she tells these artists, they just nail it every time. The artists just nail it every single time. Just amazing to me. So absolutely love Barbara Moore. And here we go. All right. Take care, everyone. Hey, Hopeful Soul, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. All right. Tell me about money, too. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Mary Jane 2020 financially. Knight of Swords, King of Pentacles, upside down, Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups. Okay. Let's see. Financially, you have a lot of different people affecting your finances for 2020. One person is going to be influential as far as your finances go. They're going to be someone that is going to provide you more opportunities, or someone that's going to sort of push you in the right direction. And the Knight of Swords, this person is going to be a Sagittarius. And the Sagittarius sort of comes in at a good time. There's somebody you already know that is encouraging, and it's going to be somebody who is going to be encouraging to you and push you in the right direction for a bunch of different decisions. You have a lot of different decisions coming up. Barca now row 22. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Let me write you down. Bark Narrow 2020 personal, home, relationships, all that good stuff. All right, cool. Get to you after, let's see, Adrian, Roxy, and the money as well for Mary Jane. All right, so this person's going to push you along and get you into a place that you need to be. A lot of times you need encouragement, or a lot of times you sort of get in an uncomfortable place to where you just don't like to do certain things, and you know, as far as work is concerned, and it's one of those things. This person is going to sort of get you in a space to where you can have more opportunities, or train you in areas where you can have more opportunities. And they're going to be sort of a guiding factor to you at the beginning of the year. And you're going to sort of be able to get some more opportunities that you didn't have because of this person. And that's going to be a good thing. And they're going to sort of coach you in different things and push you along in different directions. It's going to be sort of a good thing. So later on, however, this person is going to sort of not be... we just sort of go away, if that makes sense. They're going to move on to other projects. They're going to be busy with other things. So at some point, you have to sort of just pick up where they led you and just take off with it. And if you do that, I think it's going to get you more opportunities and get you a lot of different things. So that's going to get you in a position of where you can talk to some particular people at work, and those particular people at work will give you, again, some not only some places that you can be, or some other positions that you can be, or other work that you can do. It's going to be additional work at first, but it's going to be a unique opportunity for you, where you can move down the line and become better at certain things at work and become better at different places. One of those things maybe where, you know, you're working as a software developer, for example, and you're working this particular job of software development. And then someone asks you about another type of language. And you're like, I have no idea what that language is. And they're like, okay, well, we have some training that you can do online over here. And then you take that training and you try a bit of something, and eventually you end up taking over taking over that particular skill, and it becomes something that you can do, and then you have more opportunities, and now you're in a different position because other people want you in their group, and it's kind of that similar thing to where you have those opportunities and you can sort of chase that, and that's going to be a good thing. And you're going to have a female manager that's going to be interested in you for some particular skills, or for some of the particular things that you learned, and that's going to be good for you, not only financially, but emotionally. So that's going to sort of look up, and it's going to be and it's going to be a lot of different things going on. So that's going to be good. I think 2020 is going to be opportunity that you can make. It's not going to be a freebie opportunity. I don't see anything that's just a freebie opportunity here. I do see to where you're going to have certain things that you can do to sort of launch forward and to sort of get a lot of different things done that you didn't do before, and that's going to open up some doors, but not an easy street. It's not a freebie. It's not something that you're just handed, but it is beneficial for you, and I think overall 2020 is going to look pretty decent if you take the opportunities. Of course, you can just not and take sort of the easier way out and sort of maintain, get into a maintenance mode if you'd like. But overall, I think you're going to be better off sort of, moving forward and things and all that. So that is the Mary Jane 2020. Let me know if that resonates. I appreciate the donation. Thank you so much. Let's see. All right, Mary Jane 2020 looks for me financially. Adrian, what's coming my 2020 specifically financially or just generally? All right, let's do Adrian. All right, Adrian. Yep, Star J, I'll come back to it. Adrian, let me get everyone else out of the way here. Give me just a minute. Did not realize it would be this many questions, but 2020 looks like a good year. 2020 looks like it's going to be interesting for quite a few people. All right, let's try this out. And let's see. So how's everyone's new year going so far? Is everyone having a good day? Do you have a good day? Anyone have the day off? It's always good to have the day off. New Year's Day, have the day off, and Thanksgiving and Christmas. A bunch of days off in a row. It's kind of nice. Get some vacations in, get some trips planned, see the family and all that good stuff. So welcome to 2020. Yeah, a lot of questions. All right. So we're going with Adrian 2020 financially, then Roxy, and then break them now, and then we'll loop back to Star J. All right. So Adrian 2020 general. Let's see, King of Cups. Let's see what we got with that. The High Priestess. Let's see, 2020 money in general. So are you currently in a relationship? So where is Adrian? Adrian, are you currently in a relationship? I was thinking the deck today. Yeah, the deck is amazing. So where did Adrian go? Do you have a current relationship? Day off, nice and relaxing. I had the day off as well. It was pretty cool. Got caught up on a lot of things and got back to getting back on schedule with quite a few things that were getting behind schedule. So it seems you have some things coming in with a relationship. So Adrian, if you're still in chat. So Adrian, not really. Okay. So you have someone coming for a relationship. This is going to be a medium-term relationship. The King of Cups. This is going to be just sort of I think either like a Pisces feel, either a Pisces or maybe an Aquarius feel to it. The King of Cups. This is going to be someone that's going to be older. It's going to be a bit older than you are and is going to be in a relationship, but they're sort of changing relationships. In other words, they're not happy with the relationship and they're not exactly happy with it and they want to sort of move out or get away from the relationship. So they're looking for someone else basically for a relationship. Now you have an opportunity with this person and it's an opportunity that you may want to take or you may not want to take. Since they're a bit older, you may not want to sort of dive into a relationship with this person, but they are, moderately charming and you find them sort of, unusual and there's a lot of different things going on with them. So they're moderately complex as far as people go and as far as relationships go. So the high priestess, you do feel a connection. You feel sort of this emotional connection to them. And it's a weird thing. It's a different thing, something maybe you're not used to, where you feel just that instant connection with somebody. But it's going to be, again, on an emotional level rather than just a physical level. So you're really sort of in tune with this person emotionally. And they're going to be breaking up with someone. You're going to have to sort of deal with that initially. If that's something that you want to move forward with, which it does look like you do, then this person really sorts of want to move forward with you as well. So they want to move forward a bit too fast, though. It's going to be a bit of a problem. They're going to say a lot of things that are unusual, for the first month or whatever that you're dating. They're going to be a bit uncomfortable with some of the things they say because they want to move forward the relationship quickly, even though they haven't gotten out of the other relationship. So if you're good with that, then okay. If you're not good with that, okay. But you're going to have to sort of gauge how you feel about that. So ultimately, it's going to be a bit of a challenge as far as that goes, because you have that part of you that really is in tune with this person emotionally, and then you have that part of you that's like, well, they really want to move a bit fast, and I'm not too comfortable with that, and I really want to get to know a bunch of different things with them, and they haven't even left the other person yet. So it's this odd place or this odd mix of things going on, and you're really going to be confused and sort of, as for the Five of Cups, sort of heartbroken and a bunch of different things. I think ultimately you want to move forward with a relationship, and I think ultimately you probably will move forward with a relationship. We do have the Empress. We do have that family. We do have that three, right? The three is about creation, or the three is about getting the talents or getting the skills or getting things and creating things or moving forward with that. You see that in the Three of Pentacles as well. So again, it's one of the things to where I think you're going to want to move forward, but you're going to have to sort of gauge that as you go, and obviously be careful with anyone that wants a quick relationship and all of this other stuff too quickly, kind of thing. But overall, the Moon, the Empress, sort of points me to the fact that you probably will go forward with a relationship. It's going to be a good relationship, but it's going to be something important because this is going to be a midterm relationship, not a forever relationship, but it's going to be a midterm relationship, something that's going to last a long time. It's going to last a while. It's going to be a pretty firm relationship with someone that is good, in tune with you emotionally, and is a good person to sort of be with and share things with and stuff like that. So that is what happens in 2020. Beautiful tarot, the Dark Mansion Tarot. Nella, how's it going? Koya, are you boo? Good question, Honey Bunny. Honey Bunny wants to know, what is my interest plan towards me? All right. Did the penguin swim? I'm not really sure. Not really. What do you see from me in January? Emily, hey, how's it going? Melissa, how are you? All right, Roxy wanted a 2020 as well. Let's go to Roxy. What do you see from me in the new year? Happy New Year to you as well, Roxy. Thanks you so much for the donation. All right, so let's see. Roxy wants a 2020 general. Honey Bunny show, thanks. Okay, cool. All right, and then Breaking Our Row. Let's see, how to pronounce that? Did I pronounce that? Break Narrow 22. After Roxy, and then we'll roll back to the financial for the other one, and then all that good stuff. All right. So Roxy wants a 2020 general. Any preference on tarot? We can use everyone's favorite right here, the Light Seers Tarot. I'm hyped about the other tarot that Chris Ann is coming out with. She came out with the Light Seers Tarot, and then she has the Muse Tarot. Trinity Faye, are you picking up the Muse Tarot? The Muse Tarot looks really good as well. I like the Light Seers Tarot so much, I can't wait for the Muse Tarot. All right, let's do that. And see what we have for 2020. All right, the Emperor upside down. Roxy, are you in a relationship? That would be the really broken arrow. There you go, cool. Roxy, are you in a relationship? That would be the relevant question for this particular spread. Let's see, I was unsure. I'll grab some water. Wow, wait. Broken arrow, just like the movie. I like that movie. It was back in the 80s. Brienne, thank you. Hey, Happy New Year. Thank you so much. Roxy, no. What are his intentions? Akansha? Hey, how's it going? So, Roxy, it looks like that you are about to, I don't know, the Emperor upside down. So you have someone coming into your life that wants a relationship. It's really an unstable relationship. So you start a relationship, basically. So you have a new relationship. You start this relationship, and the person is the Emperor upside down. It's almost like that they really want to sort of be a user, or they really want to sort of use your resources, or be sort of dependent upon you more than you would be dependent upon them. So it's like not really user. It's just they're sort of like a more of a subordinate kind of relationship, to where they sort of use you. They use your resources. They use your emotions. So if you have good emotions, they're going to take that. If you have bad emotions, they're going to want to get away. It's one of those odd relationships to where the person looked okay at first, but then they quickly became a bit of an annoyance, right? So the Emperor upside down, not exactly the Emperor, not exactly confident, not exactly coming across as a strong, independent person, someone that you would want to spend a lot of time with, someone that could lead. The Emperor upside down, not exactly a leader, almost like the reverse, almost like someone that it drains your energy at some point and drains your resources, maybe even drains your finances. So this person sort of comes into your life and they want a relationship. We have the Lovers upside down. It's not a relationship that you really want to be in, but you could get in a situation where it looked okay. The person seemed okay at first. So sort of beware of that. That's going to be tricky once you sort of come into that relationship. You want to be careful not to give too much of your time, or give too much of your resources, or give too much of yourself into someone that really isn't serious, someone that's going to use you, and things like that. So just sort of watch out for any of these type of people, because one is particularly is coming and they want a relationship. This is not exactly going to be the best one. So the Lovers upside down, you're going to sort of want to watch for that, make sure you don't get involved in that and whatnot, and that's going to be a good thing. As far as 2020 goes, about April of 2020, you're going to have some sort of almost like a trip or a move. Are you moving, or you have some type of a trip planned or something like that? So the trip is going to be a bit delayed, and the trip is going to end up costing a bit more money than you had anticipated. Or if it's a move, the move is going to be delayed. You may be involved in coordinating the move with somebody else, and the move seems either delayed or either outright canceled, or some sort of a move or trip is not exactly going to go quite well. But you are going to have a different opportunity for that, and you're going to have a different opportunity for moving sometime later. So there seems to be something involved with moving back and forth, getting something done, almost like a commute of some sort, and either travel plans as well. You're going to have some travel coming up. I would say September, October, you're going to have some travel coming up, and just make sure that that's coordinated well. The Ace of Swords, make sure that you get that communication in, and you're going to be traveling with someone as well, and you want to make sure that that person is sort of committing as much time into it or as much effort into it as you are, because that's going to be a bit of a challenge if they're not. So if you don't want to be overloaded with that particular issue. So watch out for the person coming almost, February type time frame. So let us know what happens with February. If this person's coming, what are they doing? What's going on with all that stuff? And then with the trip talking about September, October, you're going to have more of an opportunity. If you had those travel plans, if you had moving concern, that's going to be delayed. And then the death at the end of the year points to sort of this move from the travel that you're going to do. The move that you're going to do could be permanent. So death or rebirth. That opportunity that you have for the travel and for the move could be permanent. You could be moving to either a different state or a different city or something like that. or you could have some sort of a different commute. Something's going on with moving and traveling, and it's going to end up with maybe you're going someplace else, and you're going to live someplace else, or you're going to be someplace else. Maybe not permanently, but at least part-time towards the end of the year. So end of the year looks like a bit of a shake-up with location, basically. So all that. Just make sure the Ace of Swords, that's communicated well, and the person that's involved with that, or the person that you're going to, or the person that's going with you on the trip, knows all the factors involved and knows everything, all that. So that is Roxy. Thank you again for your donation. And let us know how the trip or the move goes and all that good stuff. So I'm kind of curious as to where you're going and what you're doing towards the end of the year. All right. So, excuse me. Broken Arrow. What do you see from me in 2020? Personal life, relationships, and all of that good stuff. And we've been going 50 minutes, so we'll make this the last one. All right. Broken Arrow. Broken Arrow. Let's see. Broken Arrow wanted to know 2020 general. Personal life, home, relationships. Okay, just basically general, just everything. Cover everything with Broken Arrow. All right, we'll use, what do we want to use? What would be good? This Might Hurt Tarot. This Might Hurt Tarot would be excellent. No problem if you hang there, try to remind them. Let's see, thank you, Will, thanks, thank you, Trinity, Mermaid. All right, so we will go with 2020 General and see how's it going. So how is your 2020 going so far? Only one day into it, of course. Anybody was asking too? Yeah, it's quite a bit of activity, quite a bit of stuff going on. We get one more card, and this will be the last reading. I usually don't go over 40 minutes, 30 minutes, but we had a lot of donations, a lot of questions. Thank you so much for tuning in, by the way. I appreciate all the donations and all the people hanging out with me on the 1st of 2020. I greatly appreciate it. Ace of Pentacles and the Tower upside down. It looks like 2020 is going to be the same old as far as the beginning of the year goes, right? As far as the beginning of the year goes. So you're going to get some news around June, I would say June, around end of May, early June. You'll get some news. Mama Bina, hey, how's it going? Let's see, Broken Arrow. Yes, thank you. Okay, cool. So the 1st of 2020 is going to be same old, same old. It's going to be the same type of activity with relationships. It's going to be the same type of activity that you currently have with job or with work or with something like that. So it's going to be pretty much the same. But you have a lot of unique things, a lot of unusual things coming up throughout the rest of the year. The first thing is, as far as the same old goes and the standard stuff that you're going to be doing across, the Tower pretty much points to almost the Wheel of Fortune type of feel, right? To where you have the same activities day after day, nothing really changes, and you're kind of stuck. And that's how you're going to feel at the beginning of the year, is sort of stuck. You're not going to have that big maybe opportunity or that big relationship explosion that maybe, you know, some people hope for at the beginning of the year, that we've had here as well for a lot of different people. It just sees that things are the same. And that's going to be a good thing, because a lot of different things that you have sort of in turmoil in your life, a lot of things that are mixed up and confusing at times, are going to sort of clear up. And that's sort of this Ace of Pentacles into a reverse tower, right? A lot of different things are going to sort of clear up. So there's going to be some questions that you had, some confusion that you've had, especially as far as thoughts are concerned. A lot of times you'll have thoughts or worries about a particular subject or a particular matter, and those are going to decline. Those are going to be a little bit better. Again, because not only the same old, but a bit of stability comes in, and it's going to bring in the stability. It's going to bring in some of the confidence that you needed in different aspects of your life. And that's going to be good, right? It's going to be good. It's not going to be just this big turmoil and a lot of different things like the Tower, right side up, the Ace of Pentacles, some new big adventure or something like that. So it's going to refine how you think and going to reduce some worry and reduce some of the maybe negative thoughts that you have or the negative patterns that you have in your life. So that's going to be sort of a firming up at the beginning of the year, and that's a good thing. But then we have the Hangman and the Fool. So here comes this sort of opportunity for some really awkward opportunity almost. The Hanged Man, so you have that some sort of embarrassment almost with the Hanged Man, right? Some sort of this embarrassing situation that you get into. And the embarrassing situation that you get into, you have some other people involved, and it ends up being sort of the socially awkward thing that you have to sort of deal with. And during that process, you're able to sort of get into a different state, get into a different mental state than you've been in before, and get into a different mental state as far as what you want to do, and it sort of clears up some things. I know this sounds weird, but the Hanged Man and the Fool, again, something happens to where there's this unusual situation that you haven't been in before. And the unusual situation ends up leading you on this weird path. And the path ends up being something that is advantageous to you, or something to where you meet some different people that you haven't met before. And it comes across, I know all this sounds weird, but I'm just reading what it says. There's different people and these different situations that you haven't been in before. So I'm kind of curious as to how all this works out, because it just looks odd, and it's an odd corrugation or odd correlation of how the cards are set up, in my opinion. I mean, other people are going to read this differently, but this is just sort of, so you're following along. Okay, all right, so I'm glad this makes sense. This is one of the readings where I wish I was on the phone. So I'm glad that makes sense. If I was on the phone with you, then we could clear it up, and you could sort of talk about some different things and go, okay, maybe it's this, or maybe it's that, or maybe something happens. Anyway, so there's some family conflict as well towards the end of the year. You have some sort of a back and forth with some family members. Some things aren't going exactly great. You're going to have to clear that up. You're going to have to fix some of that, and that's going to be sort of an issue that you're going to be developing September, October-ish. And then at the end of the year, you're going to have another new opportunity. And the new opportunity is the Ace of Wands. It's a new opportunity for action. It's a new opportunity to use some things. And I think you're going to be able to use some of the things that you learned at the beginning of the year. Again, the beginning of the year is going to clear up a lot of different things. A lot of different things are going to go away that were stressful. A lot of different things are going to go away that were confusing. And it's going to bring a clarity that you sort of bring through the rest of the year. And at the end of the year, that sort of brings about some new sort of adventure almost, the Ace of Wands. I wouldn't say an opportunity. It's just some sort of an adventure. Something's going to happen, again, that is unusual. So 2020 may be an unusual year for you, but something's going to happen to where you have an opportunity for an adventure. You have an opportunity to go forward with something new and something different that you haven't done before. And it's going to be sort of exciting. You're not really going to know how to treat that. But again, that stableness that we gathered through the entire year comes about into this culmination of things at the end of 2020 that's really going to sort of launch you forward into a bunch of different things and a bunch of different type of encounters and experiences that you're going to have that you have not had before. And it's going to be exciting. It's going to be something different and unusual, something that you can sort of sink your teeth into after all of the rest of the oddness throughout the year. So anyway, let me know if that resonates. That was the most odd tarot reading I think I've done on the channel. But the Hanged Man just really threw me for a loop. So I'm not really sure how all that correlates together. But I would like to get feedback on that one and find out how all that goes. So speaking of odd, my Oracle deck coming out at the end of this month. Going to be on Kickstarter. If you like these cards, it will be available. It'll be a reasonable price. We'll have a book. We'll have an Alexa app. The Alexa app is actually on the Alexa store right now for free. It's an add-in. Anyway, it'll come with an Alexa app, and you can talk to Alexa about the different cards and find out information. You don't even have to read the book. You could just ask Alexa what Savor the Moment means and all this other good stuff. Anyway, so thank you everyone for tuning in tonight. I appreciate all the donations and all the great questions, and hope everyone has had a fantastic New Year's Day. And I will see you tomorrow, as per every night at 6:30. I will be here tomorrow at 6:30 again, and we will see you then.